And Horsburgh to close that gap and save a try. Peets goes flat. Charging hard on that right-hand side, Jamin Jolliffe on debut tonight becomes tight at number 152, and he just about crashed across. Peets over the top. Taylor, Don back on the angle, beats two. Still going, Anthony Don. Now he has the record on his own. Back against the grain, too big at speed was the Donster. Got one more, the Gold Coast. Taylor himself from dummy half just catches them out and plants it down to score.
Coming up on last tackle, have a try, just confirming maintains possession.
Before the break, Milford at the line. New fires it to Anthony Don. It's a race for the line. Croft won't get to him. What a remarkable turn of events as the siren was about to sound. The Donster is in for try number 2 and the Titans lead by 20.
Fodawaker off in the sin bin. 12 men on the field, but who cares? The Titans certainly don't. The Brisbane Broncos have stormed off. Seabold's filthy, and he's headed down to the sheds to see his players.
Potentially a goal line dropout at worst. Lasoni will play it here, 5 metres out. Stands in the tackle there of Glenn and also Dearden. Boyd goes to Fogarty. Taylor, cut-out ball. Sammy for the corner! Reaches out, plants it down, but was he on the chalk?
Coming up to tackle 3.
I think he was. What an effort!
On the right, we can see the feet are in the air when the ball is grounded in the in goal. We have a decision.
Final play. There's Fogarty. Taylor with a tap on. Copley 2-on-2. Copley the flick. Kelly, work to do. Oh, magnificent! Wow! Kelly spun around, fooled them completely. And Brian Kelly.
Copley does well to keep the ball alive, and Bank just beats Felt, all ends up, gets around Holmes. And what a hit back. They haven't touched the footy. They've hardly had the football. But the Cowboys in response defensively with these new rule changes just look in fear to have any sort of wrestle on the ground. It is far too quick, and the Titans have capitalised straight away, and all of a sudden we've got an opportunity to level the game after this start from the Cowboys. Bang, look at that. Felt, well, he's left clutching thin air.
Sonic playing 5'8" for Fogarty. Now there are numbers. Here's Philip Sammy, the match winner last week, and try scorer again.
It's a beautiful pass from Lasoni. Out the back, it's a bullet pass from the front rower that gives them space on the outside, and it's a misread here from Braden Burns, who just commits. Fogarty out the back to Sammy. Braden Burns commits way too much for Tonema Pia. Turns his shoulders in, and he just gets burnt. Watch this. Plants his feet, Burns, bang, there he's gone.
In attacking position, Gold Coast through Taylor, who chips looking for the height of Don, who wins the jump, gets the ball away. A dive for the corner by Bryce Cartwright, which has worked.
It's on a gloomy afternoon here for the Gold Coast. A nice play at the back end, finished off by Tanner Boyd.
We'll see that, a little bit of a spicy speed. Tanner Boyd earlier in this half had made a break up the left-hand side, just stays alive. Back on the inside this time. Look at him explode onto the footy.
In 2019 from the Broncos, to it inside the 30. Comes towards Tyrone Roberts, who was up there in the front line. Quickish play the ball for Peter screaming. His players around him. Johnson finds Brayley. He'll reach out. There'll be no screaming now. There'll be plenty of celebrating. They're in for their second try of the second half. And it was lovely hands and well finished by the hooker, Blake Brayley.
Yeah, we talked about Sean Johnson taking the line on. Here it is here at his finest on the inside to Brayley.
The midpoint of this first half upon us as Fogarty at the 10-metre line. Numbers here. Anthony Don back against the grain. Give him an 81st NRL try. The Titans all-time leading try scorer says, I'm in again.
Yeah, he only needs a little bit of an opportunity, doesn't he? The decision was made by the defender to come in on Cartwright. It's a good play They've hit back pretty well too, haven't they? Be patient, they're going to get a repeat set here.
Fogarty splits the line. Green didn't get enough of a push. And coming through for his first NRL try, Beau Fermor. What an arrival it's been for Beau Fermor. Last week he's played 75 minutes on an edge because of injuries. Racked up big numbers, moved to the centres this week and comes up with his first NRL try.
Just watch the ball bounce up for Green. He's thinking it's going to bounce up for him. Bounces a little bit higher. Doesn't get the purchase on the ball that he wanted to. And as you mentioned, great chase through. Determination here from the Titans.
Proctor. Over goes Proctor, and the Ash Taylor 40-20 turns into 4 points for Gold Coast, and they're back in the ball game.
Look at that. Benji got in front of the bloke on the inside there. And that's the problem. Legs tackle close to the line. Proctor just stretches out and scores. It was Grant. He should have done a lot better there. Got up in front of Grant. Proctor saw it happen. Just around the middle, little right foot step. 3 around the tackle. Hip grave. This is exactly what happened in the first half.
Arrow for Fogarty. Links up with Taylor. Kick in behind. Waited perfectly. We are level. Kick to come. Brian Kelly finishes off a deft kick from Ash Taylor, who had a horrible start to this game, but has been brilliant since.
Well, he didn't drop his head. 40-20 in the first half. Ash Taylor here. A little bit more time at 5'8" there. Just pulls off the ball. The little grubber kick. What about the bounce? That's a great try, Brian Kelly. And that is the wonderful skills that this kid possesses. That's why he's paid the big money.
He was there as well. Now Luai. Look to put a kick in. It's been picked up here and they're away. Up over the 40 they go, the Titans. It's Thompson. Corey Thompson going for the corner. Is he going to get there? Well, Jamal Fogarty it is. Jamal Fogarty, the halfback, has done very well to go the length of the field. Jamal Fogarty. Good tackle there from Leota. Peachy, Fotuaika, Taylor puts in a kick here. Kelly's coming out after it. He's going to win the race. Is he? Looked like he got there. He's confident. Brian Kelly with the second Titans try of the afternoon. Peace. Through the set, Fogarty, Taylor, now Copley, there's a chance out here. Dale Copley for the line. Can he get there? No. Anthony Don on his outside, went on his own. Don will go on his own, and he'll score in the corner. Wow, what an end of the half for the Gold Coast.
A shift from well inside their own 20. Now a chance. Screaming down the sideline. They're away through Fermor. Comes back on the inside for Brimson. He'll take some catching. Getting there, the speedster Nick Meaney. Jolliffe will play it. Rain going back to the short side. Cut out ball. Taylor a juggle. Thompson got it a second time. And it looks like he got it down in time.
What a pass from Ash Taylor.
Now Rain dropping back to the middle. Wallace at juggle, did well to hang on to it. Fogarty, a grubber. Fermor is there. He's everywhere. Terrific kick by Jamal Fogarty. 8.5 out from the break. Here is Fogarty getting to the outside there and going all the way.
That'll do.
That's how you do it. Just back yourself. What a couple of weeks it's been for Jamal Fogarty. Keen to make a play for the Bulldogs. It bounces for Thompson. He puts a second kick in. Over the head of Meaney. Charging through. Don is there. Not tackled. Play on. It looks good. Is Don is good. Can you believe that play?
This is going to be the most unlikely of tries.
Again, just rolling it off the hand for Wallace to settle and offload. Clark, they go through the hands. It ends up with Philip Sammy. Not much room to work with, but he doesn't need much. The fast feet of Philip Sammy come up with a 4-pointer.
Yeah, just have a look at Ravalawa here. Just comes in and takes that.
Deep, it's Fogarty, the grubber. into the in goal off the upright, and it's planted by Tyrone Peachey. The Gold Coast say we've scored.
I like the way Fogarty goes at the line here.
From 10-4 down, and they're on level terms. Brimson brushes past. Support on the inside. Fogarty! Jamal Fogarty slams it down. Last year he was run down, or last week. Caught from behind, not today. Jumping Jamal storms over. The Titans find the front. What a week in rugby league for Jamal.
The early spread here is Don. Now gets it onto Copley and gives him space. Tupanua in pursuit. Copley into the backfield. Then the kick. Here comes the chase. Here's Brimson. Doesn't get the bounce. Doesn't matter. Anthony Don gets there. Well, what's happened here?
If we don't have a grounding, I have a penalty try from James Tedesco.
Oh, Tedesco
Tackling AJ Brimson.
tackled AJ Brimson.
That's what I said.
So the Titans are going to score.
James Tedesco makes contact with AJ Brimson, continuing through.
Well, they both run past the ball anyway.
Anthony Don grounds the ball in goals.
Anyway.
We have a decision.
Time on.
Arrow, deep, Taylor, long ball, Kelly, they rushed in, chance, try! Here they come! Philip Sammy! And a crucial kick from out wide to give the Titans a sniff.
Positions himself perfectly.
He just overrun it, just that fraction there that time, Tommy.
Oh, AJ Brimson down the middle. Goodbye! AJ Brimson goes all the way. And just like that, the Titans are back in business.
3 telling tackles in this first half.
Now back to the open side for
Taylor to kick before the last. Here they come. Tonamapaya. He didn't get a good bounce and he still gets it.
Peachy.
Taylor, Brimson the tap. Tonamapaya, trouble. Tonamapaya, he got over.
Dajavojevic. Cherry Evans, a cutout.
And it's Corey Thompson. Now the foot race is on. Hopewadi in pursuit, so is Tom. And Cherry Evans from nowhere drags Thompson down.
Never stops trying, Cherry Evans.
But the Titans here. Tonamapaya straight down the middle. And there's no one in front of him.
Peaks back to Taylor. Then the cutout. Look at the space.
That is delightful. Corey Thompson gets over.
Being tested here. Rain burrows his way and gets it down from dummy half. He's been superb in the opening stanza, and he caps it with a try here, Mitch Rain. And they're through the Titans. Great ball back inside. Arrow for Don. Anthony Don trying to get away from Staggs. Goes to Thompson. Tonamapia is going to score a wonderful team try. The Gold Coast Titans go 90 metres at the start of the second half. And the fans are on their feet.
Well, it's brilliant work from the Titans from their own half, virtually their own goal line. And of course, young Tonamapia finishes off the movement. That's an excellent team try from the Gold Coast Titans. Peace. Now Arrow. Fogarty out the back again. Brimson trying to position Anthony Don. Try number 84 of the Don's career. Brilliant execution from the Coast. They've had 60% of the ball and nearly 70% of the territory, the Titans. Just the 4-point lead to show for it until now. Now Proctor down. Kevin Proctor makes it 8-0. They'll shoot for a double-figure lead, and they're in a mood this afternoon, the Gold Coast Titans. You see Kelly make a break down the left-hand side. Kelly away, supported in field. AJ Brimson will race away and score the Titans' third try. His first since returning to the league, but put it down to Brian Kelly, who gaps them, who pulls away from them, who then feeds his fullback. It's all the Gold Coast early in this Queensland derby. Now Peace to Taylor, inside to Brimson, Kevin Proctor take a bow. It's a double to AJ, now A+ because of the service from his edge forward, Kevin Proctor. Fogarty kicking at the 20-metre line, looks a little heavy and is not. It's pushed back in the field of play by Kevin Proctor, dived on.
Here we go, Brian Kelly with space. Now Tremaine Spry down the sideline. Back to Taylor, puts the foot down. Yes, he's over. What a start. Oh, the Titans, they give the ball a little air. They let it sing, and they're on the board first.
I've got a try.
Rain to Peachy. Now Fogarty. This time takes the line on. Records the last 24 hours, re-signed for another couple of years. One of the great stories of the year.
Mid-trade for the line. They're over.
Long again. Fogarty gets away from Harveely and Whitehead pops the pass. Brimson gets there. Beautiful between two of the little men. Brimson finishing, Fogarty providing, and they get the first try of the second half. Peachy finding Lasoni spinning through the line, middle of the ground, his pass under pressure to Boyd, who did well to take it. Bateman makes the tackle. Peachy again, spots a broken defensive line and says, Keegan Hipgrave, can you go over please? He hits it, he's got